I need a big. All right, well, just quickly say, we're tabling the minutes for July and October to next month if we don't, if they had a chance to review them. I'll take the minutes for this meeting. For the terms, George is expiring, he's not renewing. The town has already put out the advertisement. I saw it in the Gulf Journal for that term and the one that's been vacant for quite a while now. That'll be only a 1-year term, so hopefully we'll find some interest. They both need to be town residents. And then on the village side, Sari's terms, and she'll find out if she needs to step down, because now she's going to be a trustee starting next year. And if that's a conflict or anything. And Michelle Booth said that they would do that advertising. They were putting it on the agenda. Probably, I think, a week ago now. So that term will be 5 years, and for that position, you don't have to be a village resident or a town resident, because they made it basically unlimited for the village. So that's it on that part, unless anybody has anything else to add in on the terms and such.
Jerry, do you know when mine expires? I don't even know. I think I took over for someone, right?
Yeah,
Carolyn?
I
think it was Carolyn.
I'll look, Grace. I got it at home or not
Okay.
at the office.
Okay.
You look at them. I don't think I printed it here. Anyway, I'll text you.
Okay, thanks.
If I don't text you by noontime, just give me a poke me.
Oh, no rush. I mean, you can tell me next month. It's not urgent.
I can kind of share that with everybody. But, all right, the Burn Road Park playground equipment. I guess that's a grant. I was there on Tuesday morning, was it? I guess it was that. Yeah.
Sorry, was there?
No, Saturday. Yeah, there was quite a few of us. Actually, quite a few people were there.
Yeah.
And the village, and even interested other parties from Assemblyman Brian Mayer. I don't know how they say his last name, but it's almost spelled like mine. But they were putting up 80,000. You might have seen that already, broadcast via Facebook and other places. Mark Luzak, is it?
Yes.
He put in, he gave a check for 40,000. At the same time, and then the village and the town have each committed 50,000 either cash or in-kind work. So we're talking 220 grand to improve the playground equipment there at the park, which would be awesome. Mayor Evan Trent mentioned to me that they're going to hire a design consultant on maybe what one to buy, where to put it in there, et cetera, et cetera. And in that playground area, he thought, I don't know that it's locked in stone, that the kids area will now be on the left instead of on the right. So, and I guess the wooden stuff that is in there will be gone after this upgrade, I believe. That's
So I have a question about that. We talked, the mayor and I talked about putting netting over the playground because of the softball field. Would that fall into our group to initiate that?
your guess is as good as mine, Deb.
It's Parks and Recs, I get it.
Yeah.
So you guys, before I joined, started with the playground. This is part of the playground thing.
Who owns that field?
If you go to the village owns the softball field.
Yeah, so it's probably gonna be under the village, whether it's under us. Yeah.
It owns the park too.
Right,
And we worked on getting that park up and running for the kids.
yeah,
This is a safety issue. When you go to every other complex where there's a softball field or any other kind of there's even soccer fields, they all have nets over the kids' playgrounds. So I just, I'm still trying to figure out what falls under us and what doesn't fall under us.
What do you mean
The hell?
under, over, like over, or you mean like blocking so the ball doesn't come to the
Correct.
park?
The whole thing.
It's not actually,
If there's a net there now on the field,
Mhm.
a ball, if somebody's a great hitter, it still goes over. Regardless if nobody plays or not, because anybody could use the field, it's not just, so, yeah, all of them have netting over them to protect it from.
sort of like a dome.
Correct,
It's like that.
I just feel like if we don't do it, somehow get it wrapped into this current park redo, it'll never get done because there won't be money for it. So they need to somehow get it in that plan.
you're absolutely right.
Hey, just a quick question to clarify that the netting typically goes like above the walls on the ball field, correct? It doesn't go,
There is
Yeah,
netting
okay.
there now, there is netting there now now that you're saying that they may move the kids, the little kids to the other side,
Yeah,
that's where they mostly fall, right on
and
that
that's
side.
part of it, yeah.
gotcha. So basically you're saying that we need to improve the netting around the softball field for safety.
Well,
Yes,
you could do that or put it over the playground.
Sounds like you just go straight up.
Well, they use telephone poles, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but she's saying it's not even high enough
Oh,
now,
that's
it's
gotta
already
be high
there.
enough, unless you're playing.
that's why
Oh, that net that's there, I'm just saying goes higher.
you get a telephone pole, they're only so high, right? These are standard poles that there.
That goal is 100 feet. if
Oh,
you-
really?
Sure.
I didn't know
It'd
that.
be metal, probably,
Oh,
right?
oh, yeah, I know.
I mean, cell towers, you know.
That's different than a telephone.
Even like billboard signs along the highways, or they're way up there, so. I mean, it'd be expensive, don't get, sure.
It's not high, absolutely.
That's something I guess the village board will
They're gonna have to talk about it.
figure out, yeah.
Well,
And-
I didn't even do it, and I can tell you that already because I've approached them.
Really?
They don't want nothing to do with it, swear to God.
Well, it's just a liability issue.
Yeah, have fun getting sued when a kid gets hit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to protect the kids. 2 kids were hit, one last year and one this year.
while they were in the playground area.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm gonna go, I gotta go look at, where our bridge on the rail trail got clobbered by a tree a couple weeks ago. I want to just put eyes on that. I think, your question, whose responsibility is it? Or I think definitely if that's a problem, bringing it through this group, to the attention of the respective elected officials in the town and the village is probably what we need to do.
Yeah. I would suggest going to a village board meeting. And during the beginning session where you can speak, I would bring that up just to get it on record. And I would probably do the same for the town too.
yeah, that's why I was hoping, because I'm gonna tell you, I didn't go to the town, I did go to the village. And I'm not gonna say who, but the response I get from the board members, and I think that sorry will,
Back you up on that.
right, is you use it, you fix it.
Well, you don't own it. The village owns it. I don't know what the village thinks they're doing, taxing everyone all the time and then not taking care of the things they own. I don't know. This is my own issue with the village, but
You're
I don't-
absolutely right, and that's why I brought it up, because well, as a group, we stand better than one single or 2 single people going.
yeah.
Well,
100%.
Yeah, Deb's contention is, they're not the only ones that use that field either. Yeah, I mean, the school uses it, right?
And it's not used as.
And anybody can walk over and use it.
There's kids there, but
Yeah,
well, I've even gone to Lisa, that's why they're building their own complexes behind the pool, because they're gonna try to get away from Burn Road.
oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, anybody can go there and use it, it's not like park, so it could be anybody, random. Oh, all right,
Well, at least we have some new people on the village board, so maybe
Hopefully.
we can get a little bit better response from them.
anything further on that, any comments from either of you? It was a good turnout, I was impressed. There was probably, what, 20, almost 20 people there, I'm
Yeah.
thinking, I'm not 100% sure, I didn't count them, but.
who put the member item proposal together to get the funding from Mayor?
I'm not sure.
I think it was the village. He talked, right? Brian mentioned that, you know, that there was quite a bit of competition out there too for this 80,000. And after talking, having also Mark Luzak putting money in was huge into deciding to, you know, do this. And he mentioned that he was a mayor,
23 years old or something. Like
yeah,
that. Really good.
over in wherever, Walden, I think, right?
Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he was on the town, so he kind of understands it. But it was great. I mean, it was awesome. All right, rail trail.
You wanna start, Hank?
Yeah, you just mentioned something.
Yeah. George and I were out. I've been traveling the past couple of weeks, but right before I left, I was out with George exercising our trail steward benefit, and we were cutting out some big trees that had fallen down along the rail trail in between Port Bend and Fordamore Road. And when we finished up, we drove south towards the village, and we noticed that a large, I think it was an ash tree, had fallen on the new bridge just north of Port Bend, basically damaging the railing, knocking down the railing, putting some light damage on the deck of the bridge. So from correspondence with Terry while I was traveling, I think Mike Cedar has gotten out there along with the highway department. They've cleared the bridge, and the bridge is, I think it's currently closed. And Mike is fabricating new railings. I think he's cut them up already. I'm supposed to connect.
Hank,
Yep.
I'm here, Terry.
Oh, hey Terry, how you doing?
Yeah.
He just walked
He
in.
did cut all the wood.
Yep.
And, I mentioned to him that you may help.
Yep.
If you can. I have Howie Slotnick on the phone right now. So Howie Slotnick's with the signs. Howie, can you give that group a little bit of a, basically you said within a week or more? You have that here?
It's just that I had to order more paint to make, this color makes for the, upper panel, upper part of the panel.
It wasn't a typical mix of all the options.
I'll be painting the top half, and then the lettering's all cut, as soon as that dries, we'll get the lettering on it. We're looking at, hopefully we get it like just before that, would be beginning of the following week.
All right, I'll share that with them.
Okay,
All right, thanks.
am I gonna be delivering this to the Warsing, or the ones down in Ellenville?
Now, you're gonna put it at the highway first? Is that what you're talking about?
That's what I'm asking. When I did the signs for Ellenville, they wanted me to write maps to.
Well, the sign's going to Lippin, right?
Correct.
So it's going to Lippin. Or either bring it down to Lippin Park or to the highway department. I'll get you,
Okay, well, when it's done, I'll call, and if somebody, wants to just meet me somewhere, or let me know at that point where, we can do it.
okay. All right, very good. All right, Howie, thanks.
Okay,
Yep.
you're up. Okay, bye.
All right, sorry about that, Hank, but, Howie had a little bit of an update, but he's saying that the colors that it was designed with were specially had to be mixed. Not just typical color, that's the way he explained it.
I couldn't hear what he said, Terry. Did he say he'd have the sign in a week or so, or?
He said he's gonna try to get it by Thanksgiving or the following week, yeah. It's because of the color match with that, it wasn't a typical color, they had to mix them up or create the color because of the design, whoever designed it, who designed it? Was it
Merge did it.
Who's that?
Merge did it, right? Are you guys
Yeah.
using the Merge design?
Probably using the same colors that are in the town logo now, right?
It should be.
Yeah, it should be the Merge colors. But it was a weird it was not weird, but it was a specialized color.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, that's the latest from him.
Great. I would say just let us know when the signs are at the highway department, and Douglas and I will connect with Mike Cedar, and we'll get that sign put up. We're also probably going to need to get the guys from the landfill to come down with their backhoe to dig some holes for the sign. So I actually have to head over there in the next day or so. So I'll talk with Sean about that.
So where are the signs going to be placed?
This will replace the sign at the entrance to Lippman Park.
On 209?
Correct.
All right. That's good. So it's one sign?
It should be one two-sided sign.
Okay. All righty.
That bridge thing is really all I have to report on for the rail trail right now.
No.
Yeah, I have an update as well. I rode the entire rail trail from Accord to Ellenville a couple weeks ago. I don't remember that bridge though, Hank. I'm sorry. I mean, it was obviously, it couldn't have been closed when I rode through there because I remember riding across it. I may have been damaged, but I don't even remember that. So maybe it happened just after I went through, but I saw where you guys had cut some trees.
Yep.
There was also trees down closer to the Fordmore road end that hadn't been cut.
Yeah, we didn't get that far. We kind of got into a big tangle of them and spent most of our time on that.
Well, appreciate it. You didn't clear anything between Unity Hall and Port Bend though, right?
Correct. That's correct. We did not.
All right. So the rail trail section between the village of Kerhonkson and 4455 is not too bad, except they're right near 4455 where there's a huge mess of down trees that you cannot get through.
That's going down Mill Street from,
The rail trail.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the end, just before you get to 4455.
Going north.
Nobody's maintained that in forever. I don't know if anybody cuts the grass in there or does anything anymore. So that's a mess. And another question, when OSI did this resurfacing between the Bennett House and the sewer plant, was there an agreement that with the town or the village that someone would have to maintain this? You know, for OSI's purposes, or was there an agreement drawn up? Do you know, Hank?
I don't think the town signed anything formal, but I would say there's an expectation that the town and its volunteers and staff would maintain it.
Well, you know, I use the rail trail between Accord and Kerhonkson all the time. That was done at the same time as this Ellenville section. The Ellenville section had no trees down. There's nothing wrong with it other than the fact that it was never mowed. I don't think it's been mowed in years. And the fact that they don't mow the weeds and the grass, it encroaches on the trail. So you have a single track trail compared to the section in Accord. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace that it's not in the same condition as the piece in Accord. I don't know who's supposed to maintain this, but I know for a fact that the town of Rochester mows that section of their trail twice a year. And they go down there at least once a week to make sure there's no trees down. So who's responsible in the town of Woolworthing to do the same? I can't believe that OSI would spend all that money just to let the thing go back to a piece of single track.
Was that part resurfaced
Yes.
with the crushed? Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that was done at the same time as the Accord Kerhonkson section.
Yeah.
It's horrible shape compared to.
He's talking about from the sewer plant up to.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
And is part of that the village or is it just the town?
A little bit's the village, right?
very little.
very, right at the sewer.
Okay.
Where it stops after the sewer plant.
But
Yeah.
I was just shocked, absolutely shocked. I hadn't been on it in since year before last, the year that they resurfaced it. And
Even
now,
the surface isn't very good from all of the ATVs that still go down it.
that's true, but the weeds on each, I mean, I can't even imagine what it's like in the summertime.
Hmm. We were running on it in the summer and it wasn't too bad.
Yeah,
It's
well, then
fine.
go on the Accord Crohanson section and see the difference.
Yeah, no, that one's definitely nicer.
There's-
So,
there's
so,
no-
just, you make a really good point, and, Gardner went through the same thing, with their rail trail. What it really takes is for the municipality to get it together, either through, a park and recreation department, or more typically, a highway department, to just do like a regular maintenance program on a rail trail. For it to really work, it basically has to be treated like a piece of transportation infrastructure, which it is. I mean, OSI spent $750,000 of taxpayer money to resurface the sections in Accord and Woolworthing and Ellenville. But frankly, we just haven't gotten that commitment from our highway folks in Woolworthing. So it's something we should continue to work on.
I think we have to somehow get Tony to realize that this is important. I mean,
Well, it's gonna be a new person on January 1st.
His son is gonna be the head or something.
So,
well,
it almost have to be like a cemetery issue, where the town has to do them anyway.
it has to be.
Maybe we bring this up with Joe and
Yes,
Tony.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what's the county's expectation, because they're the one that funded, basically, right?
OSI.
Yeah, but then they get the money from the county.
Yes, that was county. Well, it was federal money that came down through the county to OSI that they used for that.
Yeah,
The other thing to keep in mind is there's more to do in the town, like the section that George and I were cutting on. And if people are going to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars in our rail trails, we need to show them that our town can take care of them once they're built.
That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, and that's why George and I were out cutting on the trail a couple weeks ago, and it sounds like we have maybe a couple more cutting trips to do, George. But
I'll have to connect with you after the meeting. I actually got to jump off and start my work day here. But yeah, things are slowing down a little bit on my weekends. I'm sure I could find a couple hours to get a few more of those trees. So let's talk offline.
sounds good, George. Good hearing you.
All right. Have a good day, everybody.
Yep, thanks, George.
Bye.
Okay.
And just to finish my thought with Gardner, it took them honestly from when they started working on their rail trail to where they had a nice maintenance program. It took them about 10 years and 2 highway superintendents before. And that's what's happened in Rochester. The past 2 highway department folks have been, kind of really interested in the rail trail, and that's what it takes.
Yes,
I'm
okay,
assuming the county expects the towns or the municipalities to maintain
yeah.
what their goal is to have the rail trails, right?
Well, the combination of the town, I would think, and the Stewarts,
Yeah,
the group here.
well, they're clearing the trees.
Yeah, I know, and that's.
They're not running on there with the lawnmower though.
No.
Like Douglas is saying that a couple times a year should definitely be.
We run a lawnmower up and down. And
Well, they're from the
a brush
regular thing they use on the sides of the highway. They run it up.
Yeah, it's typically the way it's usually maintained, like the way when I worked for the park and we had carriage roads, usually use like a tractor with like a sickle bar mower or something like that sticks out the side. You go down one side and then the other.
Yeah.
It's a lot to do with hand mowers.
Oh, yeah. The other thing that Rochester does now is they leaf blow it.
Yep.
They leaf blow the trail in the fall.
Wow.
It's the same thing. It's just it's attached to the back of a tractor. You go down one
Yeah.
side and go back the other
The
side,
blowers
it's
like
done,
on golf
like,
course.
it takes.
Yeah,
maybe-
that's really important too, because it,
Wet.
not so much for the surface, but blowing out the leaves keeps the drains clear.
Exactly,
And well, they can get slippery too, the leaves.
Well,
If they're wet, there's a lot of.
Especially on the bridge surface. It gets slippery.
oh, yeah,
That one, yeah.
yep. All right,
All right, anything more on the rail trail?
I don't have any updates on those rail trail signs. I think you all saw that email and the reply was very frustrating back from the village. Especially with that and those bike racks. I mean, they've had those bike racks for 2 years now and they haven't been installed. So I don't know. I mean, after 2 years, if you can't install that, you either have a major labor problem where your people are being grossly overworked or you're just not managing the department well. I don't understand why things can't get installed within a 2-year period, but we will see if any of those ever get installed or if they're just going to continue to rot away in the village's storage shed.
And I know there's been 2 water main breaks, and your waste collection is like third
We
week.
have between, there's three.
Oh, they're cutting through out there. Well, they did do one round with the yard waste pickup, then they had 2,
We definitely had water.
yeah, 2 water main breaks.
I get it. I mean, there's always something, but
Yeah,
the bike racks have been there for 2 years.
Yeah,
part of it, I think, they were hoping to get a little help from either the town or maybe even some of us, I'm not sure. But-
Yeah, I mean, I'll happily help them, but I also have asked, and they're like, oh, we're going to start it next week. Like I've been told it will start, and then it doesn't start. It wasn't from the get-go, oh, we actually can't do this. So I don't know. I don't have any updates on that besides that communication.
We'll have to see what's going on, I guess. Talk to Mike.
Yeah, I'll just keep following up.
January, it'll be, Milsari will know. Being on the board, what's possible or not, so.
We had talked about, I chatted briefly with Terry, on the day that we put up those, cedar poles for the Lippman Park sign. If we could get Mike's help to do some traffic control with a town truck with flashers, we might be able to put up those signs to make the turn to the rail trail, on Canal Street there. That's
That would
not
be great.
it's really not a super big job, but it's something, it has to be done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be really great. Let me know if you need any help or if you want me to talk to Mike.
How many bike racks were there? Like 7 or something?
two,
2?
two,
2.
two.
2 left
That
or
would be
2?
one a year,
Oh,
right?
There's 3 signs. There's 2 that will be on Canal and 1 that'll be on the bend of Edwards Place and Little League
Yeah.
Road.
Yeah, he asked about the bike racks, how many bike racks are.
Oh, I have to look back. I can't remember because Elena was initially handling that and then it just sort of got wrapped in with the signs. I think there might be 4, possibly.
Now, I know
think
we only have 2 ready, one for the trail rail and one for the Burn Road Park. That's the only 2 that are completed.
Well, yeah, and I think 2 are supposed to be installed in front of Gabby's near that parking lot. I'll have to go back and look.
yeah, 1 is on Center Street, and that one's installed,
Yeah.
it's ain't a sidewalk,
Litman's installed.
Littman's installed.
Yeah, there are a few more though that are pending.
That was put in right away.
Yeah,
You know, if the town could help out there too, Terry, I don't know. It's possible, they have. Where the village is up to their eyeballs. All right, so that's pretty much it on the rail trails. Oh, any old business that we've overlooked and forgotten?
the only thing I can say is I have an update on the, remember I came to you guys about,
The lights that,
yes, the lights.
Yeah.
I do have an update on that. Central Hudson offers, grants. I notified them, and there's paperwork that has to be done. which the village agreed to do and fill out. The only thing I'm waiting on is now I have to have a electric company, so there's a union guy that actually plays. We need a price, an appraisal price for the lights, and then the village supposedly will go ahead with the paperwork.
All right, good.
So it's not really easy on this end, I don't know about the other.
You know who you're talking to at Central Hudson?
It was just a local person, I didn't have a specific name, I asked if there were grants available, and they said yes.
Call Nick Latiana. I'll would you have to?
Do you know how to spell the last name?
LA,
Yeah,
Piana,
I-A-N-O,
A, ends with an
okay. Thank you.
So do you have the paperwork, Deb?
I'm sorry?
Did you have the paperwork that?
No, we as the organization can't fill it out.
Yeah,
It's on Central Hudson's
all
website.
right, that's what I'm,
Yes.
but you have that over there.
So, yes.
Did you didn't see any dollar amount then on it? What you can,
That's why they need a quote first, because then I went through the whole form. I was gonna fill it out until I see where it got to needs village stuff.
yeah,
But it says how much. There's a
okay.
place to put in.
Yeah, they might earmark a certain amount, right, every year, yeah,
It's just the initial,
yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Thank you. That was my update.
Yeah, it crossed my mind earlier, you know, from bad years, but,
But now we see lights are going out, bulbs are going out.
yeah.
Hey Terry, how are you? Hello, Nick. Listen, I'm at a parks meeting, village in the town has parks committee. And, we're discussing lighting where, Debbie?
Yeah, lighting at the Burn Road softball field.
No,
Which village in town? Where are you?
Village of Ellenville, the town of Washington, up in the town of Washington. You had just met with me about a month ago, right? Sitting down with.
Yes.
Yeah, so you might not be the guy, you may be the guy, or you might not be the guy, but kind of direct us, and, I'm gonna have Debbie Bradford from the group discuss what she's looking for, and then maybe you can assess how the Central Hudson will handle it.
Yeah, what do you guys need?
So what I did is I went on the website to see if there's grants available for the lighting, and there is. But so we're an Ellenville softball field, an LLC, so the village has to fill it out. And I was told by the, going through the form, it looks like we have to have a dollar amount, like have an electric company come and see how much it would cost just to change. All we need to do is change the bulbs to the LED.
Yes, so we do need a quote or a reimbursement, so all of the lighting incentives are done through the state. So there are energy efficiency incentives, basically subsidized costs. They're going away at the end of this year. The state is basically saying that this is free money for customers, so they're not incentivizing it anymore.
Right.
Carrie, could you forward me this individual's contact and I can see?
Sure.
We might be able to get it done by the end of the year. But I can basically have our program administrator reach out to you directly and try to get it done as quickly as possible.
Yeah, give it Debbie's
Yeah,
email address, or.
yeah, thank you so much, Nick.
Yeah, forward it over and I'll have it, might be an individual from called ICSF.
Okay,
Okay, Nick, thanks.
All right, thank you so much. Talk to you soon.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
Ended at the end of the year.
Imagine that, yeah, wow. Well, that's where the New York is subsidized, right, yeah. All right,
Thank you.
thanks for calling, Terry, that was huge if you sort of just drove on. And then missed the opportunity. And then any new business that anyone wants to bring up? Only silence.
We have a plan of stuff that we might wanna start, like brainstorming for next year.
Oh, for 2026, yeah, is there any?
Well, we got the list even from Bourbon Park, right? There's still stuff that needs to be done there, right? Doug, or no?
Bourbon Park?
Yeah, I'm not Bourbon, I'm sorry, Littman Park. We live in not Bourbon. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I thought you had other stuff like the bathroom.
Oh, God, there's so many things there.
What, the bridge that's supposed to be from Burn Road to the rail trail, what happened to that?
Oh,
the grant
That
for
was
that.
granted $260,000 grant for the last 15 years probably.
Yeah, that was, you haven't heard anything about that, have you, Hank?
The
Cloud
cloud.
Harbor,
It's a
yeah,
village grant, I believe, so.
or the other one further up.
I thought we
Well,
didn't get it, or was that a different grant?
This
So-
one has been around forever
Yeah.
and.
Yeah, so there's you're talking about the two federal grants that come down through the state Department of Transportation. And the town is kind of winding through theirs. They did get the additional funding for it for the budget shortfall, but our consultants are they're a little stalled. It's taken so long that they have to, and they've rerouted it because of Central Hudson. So they got to rework all of the environmental stuff.
Are we
And then,
talking about the one that is supposed to go across the creek to the playground area? or-
Well, he was
No,
talking-
I was talking about the town's grant and the village's grant. The last we heard from Cloud Harbor, well, there's two issues there. One, the village doesn't have the money for the match, probably most important. And so Mayor Trent has been seeking funding for the match for that grant. And then the B part is that the feds are holding back on the funding, so the consultants, Cloud Harbor, have put that on a stop. And that's something that Elena had been monitoring. I'm not sure the status of that federal hold, but that's probably something that we should check on again soon.
If they couldn't match that, how are they gonna match the 50,000 for the playground?
In kind work,
Huh?
Well, the match.
would be cash or in kind.
Well, there's two
Probably gotta
parts
be
of
a
that.
combination of both.
There is in kind,
You still need the.
and there was 50,000 that was supposed to be for the waterfall that came out, that was already a referendum.
Okay,
I think that's what he's using. Evan made it sound like that's the money they're earmarking for that project.
oh, okay.
But there'll be a referendum on that to use it for this purpose. He mentioned.
Just,
It's also, to answer your question, it's also a much bigger match. It's not a $200,000 project. It's like a $800,000 project. So it's more like a $200,000 match.
gotcha.
So that's part of the issue too.
Because of the 50,000 for the waterfall, I guess can't go back in money fund, so. That was his thought, so stay tuned on that, I'm sure that'll come up in the next month or two or three. And then Terry, the town's committed to 50, I'm assuming. For this
Playground.
Burn Road, playground.
Well, Brian Mayer brought $80,000.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, like,
Yeah,
We had a meeting with Evan. They committed that.
the town's committed. Okay, that's what he thought. I think you had to before he would commit the 80.
right, because he said that was part of his
Yeah,
decision-making, so
yeah.
it was
It was
cooperation.
80 plus 40 from Mark, who's,
Right.
Yeah.
and then 50/50 plus.
Yeah, 220, right, yeah. All right, anything else? If that's the case, shall we adjourn?
So move.
No.
Yeah.
All right, if you want, so the next one will be, December 18th. Here at 8. It'll be that week or it won't be at all, so hopefully you can get a quorum that day, since the following week. Isn't it Christmas Day, so. Everything's closed. All right, thanks, everybody, appreciate it.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone.
Great.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so you'll send him more information, you're doing it right now?
Yeah, let's go downstairs.